Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is the new setup. I hope you guys like it. We're going to continue on with spiritual captivity, how to tell your family. On Shabbat, I usually go on Sparking Yahuah's channel, so I'm just going to do a short video for you guys real quick, and I hope you guys enjoy the lesson. We are on People Don't Know What They Don't Know. The difference between a translation and a transliteration is important for us to distinguish. The writers of Scripture use the Ivrit language, today called Hebrew. The original Ivrit is the only inspired text. All the translations of Scripture into other languages are interpretations. The names of people and places can be transliterated to sound like the inspired words, but in most cases, men's fingerprints have molested their phonology or sound. A translation interprets, but a transliteration attempts to make the exact sound of an inspired word, but uses a foreign alphabet to do so. Shall we go on sinning so his favor may increase, pushing and testing the limits of his patience? Absolutely not. The objective is not to adopt or hide the original pagan behavior, thinking Yahuah will never remember what it is if we flip it into worshiping him. Yes. He knows what it is, even if we don't know. Even if we don't know, he knows. Steeples and obelisks are very ancient pagan pillars, and he hates them. See Leviticus 26. How about all the obelisks like we often see in graveyards all over the world? Do not make idols for yourselves, and do not set up a carved image or a pillar for yourselves, and do not place a stone image in your land to bow down to it. For I am Yahuah, your Elohim. Only Yahusha can restore eyesight to the blind. Receive Yahusha's Torah vision. He is our only teaching authority. Where is the obelisk of Caligula? VATICANUS MONS. The obelisk is located in what is called Vatican City, squarely placed in front of the Cathedral of St. Peter. Inside is the ancient Roman haloed statue of Jupiter they renamed Peter, and its toes are worn smooth from all the millions of visitors that have kissed them. Vaticanus is an ancient Etruscan word and was their name for a swampy hill used as a burial ground. In the early 1st century, Caligula drained it and held orgiastic carnivals there. He built a race course, at the site. Sorry about that, guys. I had to pause it for a second. My dog was barking. He built a race course at the site into which he moved an Egyptian obelisk from Heliopolis. Heliopolis means city of the sun. The Romans used the name for a deity believed to endow speech to infants, as the first syllable is pronounced Yahuah, which they associated with the cry of a newborn child. The hill became known as Vaticum in Latin, and there is still a circus, RCC, based at the site. It is riddled with underground tunnels, and human remains form the walls in some places, catacombs. If there was ever a search for the most appropriate site for the throne of Satan, there are few places on this earth that can match the history of debauchery and defilement this hill can claim among its qualifications. Do you want to find Yahuah? Yahuah said if we seek him with all our heart, we will find him. Yahuah exists, and the meaning of his name communicates a transcendence of all time as we perceive it. He is everything, everywhere in all time and space, an ever-present being, without beginning or ending, and whose name could be interpreted from Revelation 1:8 to mean, I was right here, I am right here, I will be right here. Those who believe he exists and diligently seek him will find him, but without belief it is impossible to please him, for he who comes to Yahuah has to believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who earnestly seek him. Hebrews 11:6. What is impossible for men is possible with Yahuah. Knowing his word transforms the mind of the flesh into his pattern of thought, taking on the perspective of his spirit. One second, guys. Okay, not by might nor by power, but by my ruach, says Yahuah. Says Yahuah Zabuo. Zechariah 4:6. Yahuah is one. Yaakov 2:17-22. Show me your belief without your works, and I shall show you my belief by my works. You believe that Elohim is one.
You bad, rascal, come.
You
now.
do well. The demons also believe and shudder.
Come on,
But
Dad.
do you wish to know, O foolish man, that the belief
Rascal,
without
you
the
can't
works
bark in that.
is
Come on.
dead?
Let's go.
Was not Abraham our father declared right by works when he offered Yitzchak his son on the altar? Do you see that the belief was working with his works, and by the works the belief was perfected?
You gotta stop.
Our obedience changes everything. When we obey the eternal covenant, we perfect and confirm our belief. We then receive the help of Yahusha indwelling us. But until we obey, he will not give us his ruach. Acts 5:32. You have to question teachings. Come, you children, listen to me. Let me teach you the fear of Yahuah. Who is a man who desires life? Who loves many days in order to see good? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Turn away from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of Yahuah are on the righteous, and his ears unto their cry. Psalm 34:11-15. Obedient ones. I am doing a series on Psalms right now, so you guys can check out some of those videos on this channel. Transformation of paganism. Truth has fallen in the streets and trampled by teachers. Acts 18 mentions the early expulsions of Torah-guarding Yahudim from the city of Rome by Emperor Claudius, a few years prior to the destruction of Jerusalem. The 2nd century elder Polycarp of Smyrna wrote a letter to Victor, a fellow elder in Rome, discouraging the observance of the pagan Easter and encourages Passover. Uninspired word at Acts 12:3, aka Eostre Ishtar Astaroth. Polycrates emphatically stated that he was following the patterns passed down to him. We observe the exact day, neither adding nor taking away. For in Asia also great lights have fallen asleep, which shall rise again on the day of the Master's coming. All these observed this 14th day for the Passover, according to the Besorah, deviating in no respect, but following the rule of belief. And I also, Polycrates, the least of you all, do according to the patterns of my relatives, some of whom I have closely followed. For 7 of my relatives were elders, and I am the 8th. And my relatives always observe the day when the people put away the leaven. Passover. Emperor Theodosius, 378 to 398, the years, enforced Constantine's Catholicism to be the state religion of the Roman Empire and made church membership compulsory. The forced converts filled the assemblies with unregenerate pagans, and the state continued to tax those who observed other beliefs. At the websites below, you may download a free tract or article with more details on how the Roman Fiscus Judaicus, or Roman tax on Torah observers, slowly transformed the behavior of all the assemblies planted by the first Nazarene into steeple-building pagans, observing Sunday and eating swine, pig, bacon, pork, They do not even know the real name of their Redeemer, but have accepted another name, the name of an impostor, which is JC. They do not live anything like Yahusha lived, which the following text insists we do. But if anyone guards his word, the love of Elohim has truly been perfected in him. By this we know we are in him. Whoever claims to know him must walk as Yahusha walked. 1 Yehukanan 2:5-6. Fundamental misunderstandings are being overthrown in these last days, as we see them described at Daniel 12, 1 through 13. The Old Covenant, a scroll or tablets. Which one? Deuteronomy 31:26 says, take this book, Sefer, of the law, which is the Torah or instruction, and place it beside the ark of the covenant of Yahuah your Elohim, that it may be there as a witness against you. The instructions written on the Sefer or scroll were the priest's procedures to slaughter animals and temporarily cover the unintentional sins of the nation with the imperfect blood of animals. That's the Torah that has passed away, having grown old or obsolete. And it is described at Hebrews chapters 8 through 11. It's the old priesthood now replaced with the renewed priesthood of Melchizedek and Yahusha's perfect blood. The Torah written on the stone tablets was not placed beside the ark, but safe and treasured inside. It is now written on the hearts of those who have received a love for the truth, circumcised inwardly by Yahushua Mashiach. Do you see how the lie has deceived us? The Ten Commandments are the eternal covenant, and it teaches us how to love. Sun worship, all-seeing eye, Nimrod, first man deified, serpent king, mighty one. And here are the illustrations. We must stop being idolaters. The date and all the symbols used for Christmas is inherited from heathen worship and their customs. The modern Santa Claus figure is masking the identity of Nimrod, a dreadful king known as all the solar deities born on December 25th in every time and place. Moloch is one of his names, and children were incinerated in the lap or belly of the image of this Moabite idol. Our pastors have passed down only lies and futility. Go ask them why. Yahusha is here, right now. Paganism is all around us, right now also. Mithras, Apollo, and Libertas. Statue of Liberty is right in my state. It's about 7 hours away from where I live. A huge idol, pagan idol in the big city that is near where I live. Open your eyes. Shiva temples, fossilizedcustoms.com. Yahusha is coming. Russian Orthodox, mosques. The whore sits on the waters, Revelation 17. Shiva's shrine, U.S. Capitol, Temple of Shiva and Shakti. Shiva Temple. Roman Basilica, Hindu Shiva Shrine in Rome. On Yahuah's Temple Mount, they have an abomination to Yahuah right there on the Temple Mount. So, I was trying to read the pictures off to you guys, and it has Putin and Hillary Clinton right there. The exoteric, external as understood by the outsiders or masses, meaning of the Christmas tree is not understood as the fertility symbol it is, esoterically known to be. Internally understood by those initiated in the secret mysteries of witchcraft. Mythbuster, Torah Institute. Garments of Catholic and Muslim clerics are Hindu. Should we live by every word that proceeds from the mouth of Yahuah?
We just made next room.
Yeah. Or from the mouth of Constantine?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You can still hear me, but...
The ball drop at the arrival of New Year's Day is another occult practice and also refers to Nimrod. Oh, really? That's cool. A male's testicles drop around the time of their birth. Oh, sorry. Okay. In Ireland and other places, the New Year witchcraft ceremonies involve two balls. Many people are decorating with one huge red ornament these days, which esoterically refers to the sun, and Nimrod is the first to be worshipped as a solar deity. And
Yes, Roscoe. Sit.
It says Hinduism is Christianity. Google Yahuah. And uncovering the nakedness, the balls, testicles, tinsel, semen, and ribbons, the hymen. The erect pole, hat, tree, or spire are hidden symbols of male fertility. The phallus and the accompanying vagina, the wreath, are detestable to Yahuah.
I think I got it out.
Okay. I'm almost done, babe. All other solar deities are Nimrod. Only the name is babbled by the other cultures. All share December 25th as their birthday. The Nimrod culture is a retrograde force. It's odd how people don't recognize the common origin of many objects and customs and kill one another over them. The Islamic immigrants are violently opposed to the cultural background of the nations they find themselves in. And one element they find very distasteful is the Christmas tree. This object is an ancient esoteric device embraced by Christianity. Yet it represents the same thing as the domes on their mosques, including the famous Dome of the Rock. Shivalingam, Shiva's phallus, Yoni Shakti's vagina, right here. The phallus and the vagina. Hindu Shiva domes, evidence of fertility objects everywhere. You can find that at tourzone.net. These are esoteric images of male fertility, only properly understood by those who are initiated in their occult consortiums. Sorry guys, I had to pause again real quick. My hubby had to bring Roscoe out to go potty one more time. Okay. Their exoteric meanings are only for the masses. The upright tree, round ornaments, and tinsel have esoteric symbolism just as the domes on shrines and buildings, associated with ruling the masses, Nicolaitans. They are images of the destroyer, Shiva. Islam was designed by the Vatican as a mechanism for the papacy to move to Jerusalem. And I couldn't believe that somebody commented back the other day on somebody else's video that I put a comment under that I was a radical Islamist. I just read that Islam was designated by the Vatican as a mechanism for the papacy to move to Jerusalem. Its focus is on jihad, which is war or struggle, and is a reflection of the Roman Catholic Magisterium's Regimini Militante Ecclesiae. It is a tyrannical political, governmental, judicial, and economic authority, posing as a religious institution. It's a masquerade, just like Mother Babel. Its behavior shows that it seeks to control the world. Okay, I'm going to cut this short tonight because I want to get back on Mark's channel. If you guys want on Shabbat nights and during Zoom at noon tomorrow, every week, Sparking You is Yah channel, Brother Mark is amazing. And Lou White and Phyllis will be on there too. So if you guys want to join, you guys can. Have a good night. Shabbat Shalom. I figured I'd do a video tonight so I could show you guys the new backdrop. I was very excited. I hope everyone has a blessed and peaceful Shabbat. I love you all, Mishpaka.